Drawing caricatures with a marker. I'll start with this one. We all know what kind of marker that is. Just get a new one where the tip is pretty firm to start with, because these kind of get mushy a little fast. You know, when we do big head, little body caricatures, the heads is here, and then we'll do the figure down in here. And I always start with the forehead and just follow the slope, and maybe try not to exaggerate too much. Although she does have a little bit of a roundness to the nose that goes down straight and then kind of pops out. Let's say what's her favorite sport or hobby? She plays the piano. This is like a Copic marker, and it has a flexible tip. You can draw thin lines or you can be thick. So we'll try some thick and thin with this pen. A little kid face. And on the kids, I'm going to use a different pen. I'll just use like a regular Pentel marker. It's got a fine tip. With kids, you know, their nose is small, and it's rounded. They got a small chin, but their eyes are a little bigger. We're just going to go with a really fine tip marker and just kind of doodle in this face here. Think of those glasses as just circles, but looking at them from the side. So you draw some sideways ellipses, and you can see it kind of comes in front of her eye a little and goes off. So you want to consider the perspective of the objects you're looking at. Help you just illustrate the eyeglasses in here, and then I'll just shade it in. So it's really a good idea to maybe warm up a little bit before you go show up at a show or a party, or set up your easel at the street fair, at the sports bar, the car show, and just kind of get that pencil moving, get used to copying a few shapes. You know, what's her favorite sport or hobby? Well, she does shoot pool. So how's that? Because we're drawing caricatures at the pool hall. You brought your sketchbook and you talk to the manager. You mind if I set up my easel in the corner? You can say, I'll draw for tips and pay the house 30% of what I take. And you just draw for tips. In a few hours, if it's a busy place, you know, you could make $50, $100, or you could make nothing. Some people may not give you anything, but all you do is show up with your easel or sketch pad, and, you know, ask at the restaurants, at the comedy clubs. Sometimes they do want to have a little activity, and sometimes they'll pay you an hourly rate just to sit there and do sketches. And, you know, on this one, I just attach the neck. You just make it skinny underneath and just draw a little collar, get the shoulders up in here. And there's a few examples of caricatures with a pen.